Folks. This is Davy Live. Anyway, I wanted to come on here because a lot of concern over D-Dubs and Hosey or Rosie O'Kelly, however you want to put it. But anyway, their sources say Dubs did not go to his court date. In other words, Rosie O'Kelly put up 10% of the $10,000. So, but when you do that and somebody that you bailed out skips on the bail, what happens is they take Hosey's house or Rosie O'Kelly's house or home, however you want to put it. But I thought I'd come in. I was, I met Dubs and I had lunch with Dubs between lunch and dinner, and so I know quite a bit about him, more than what others do because I was around him. Let's see, Carlos Martinez, what's going on, man? You know what? There's my RV outside my room there. See how I parked it? And then the bad thing about what happened is they didn't give me my card back last night from dinner. Let's see. Is D-Dub still in the pokey? No, Carlos. He's been bailed out. 10%. Rosie O'Kelly had a what do you call it? Her live stream, and she rounded up a whole bunch of money to get Dubs out. I was unaware that you could get somebody out when they have a court date the next day or the day after, or whatever. But see, that's kind of wish-washy. But if you put up money for somebody on bail, you're putting your home up too. So if the person bails out on the bail, then, or he makes a run, or the criminal makes the run for it, or fugitive, however you want to put it, then here's what happens. Hold on a second here. Let me turn this TV off. It's gonna cause me a problem here. Okay, there we go. Let me get that TV off or I get a YouTube strike. But she wanted her man back, I guess. But now he skipped the court date, Carlos, and then what? He skips the court date. Then she could lose. They could actually arrest her, and they could take her home from her. You know that? I know this because I was bailed out once. So, and I had $100,000. So my family put up $10,000 for me. So I paid them back as soon as I was bailed out. As soon as I got to the bank, I paid my sister and brother-in-law and everybody else off that put up money. So let's see. How do you know he's going to do Paranoid Peter? So this discussion is about Bubs, Mr. B Bubs, or Bibbidi Bubs, whatever, D-Dubs. But he skipped the court date because I'm trying to think of his name. Bergs got the information, and Bergs posted that he skipped out on the court date. So, man, why would Rosie O'Kelly get him out? I mean, what's the point? Let him sit in there and deal with his crap, He has to deal with it one way or another. When you have a court system, you have a number, they got a number on you, you have to kill that number by doing time. You can't buy your way out of it. In other words, you cannot. He is facing, I can tell you what he's facing. He's facing a class 4 felony. And that's an additional, that could range between 3 to 4 years in prison. There ain't no jail time when you're. If you had 1 year sentence, then they could put you in jail. But anything over 1 year, you got to go to prison for it. So when was D-Bub's court date? His court date was yesterday. Yesterday, and he bailed out on it. And sources say he did. So, what's going on, Phil Fandango? How's it going today, man? Me, I'm sitting. I got 2 nights here. It's my second night, and they lost my damn credit card, or my debit card, excuse me. So I guess they found it. So, but I'm not worried about that now. He did not go to court, Phil. He never showed for the court date. Rosie O'Kelly put up 10%. I guess there was $10,000 bail, and she posted 10% of that. So that would be, not sure, what's that come out to? I'm not real sure what that really comes out to. Is Rosie happy that he skipped? You know what? Rosie's not even talking about it. Rosie's not saying anything. Why? Rosie was an idiot, a numbskull to bail him out, man. Let him sit in there and let him deal with his crap. $1,000. So she's abating a felon or a fugitive, a wanted fugitive. He's wanted in Arizona. He's wanted in Michigan. 2 states. Arizona is the one that went after him. Because, Arizona does that. Arizona will get you, man. You come to Arizona, you get in trouble, and guess what? You're on probation. Arizona loves to put people on probation. I'm telling you. It's hard to get off, because you screw up. And when you screw up, you end up getting to do more freaking probation. That's what happened with me. So, but I got out of it. Time out. God darn this Streamlabs. Streamlabs pisses me off. I hate this platform, but it's the only one that gets me live. But yeah, this ain't a bad room actually. But it's just hard for a handicapped guy. I got to use the walker, and the doorway's too skinny, so I gotta turn the walker in and close it up so I can slide the damn thing into the bathroom to use the bathroom. That sucks, man, but that's the way it is. I mean, I could ask for a handicap one, but he said they're all upstairs, and I was like, I'm not gonna go upstairs, no way. That's too hard with a walker, trying to go down the stairs. That ain't happening, man. And so Rosie, I don't know. You know what? Technically, I believe this to be true because my family told me that if you skip out, then we lose our house, And then also they get in trouble too a little bit, I guess. But they don't really come after. They're not going to come after Hosey. He has all these failure to appear. He does. He's got a failure to appear in Arizona, failure to appear in Michigan. So let's see. He knows he can't afford a lawyer, and he would have been sentenced to some. I'll tell you what, Phil. He'd be sentenced to. I'm going to tell you, for what he's done and what he continues to do as he bails out on court dates. The judge is going to whack him with the full sentence, which is 4 years. 4 years is max. Plus they're going to tack on a class 4 felony on him. And you know what? If he does that 4 years, they can release him on good behavior. So if they release him on good behavior, guess what? They're going to put him on parole. And when they put him on parole, they're going to make him do all kinds of stuff. They're going to make him work a job, a real job, not like YouTube. That ain't going to cut it, They're not going to let him go on YouTube or Facebook or they're not going to let him have an identifier and use those if he's on probation, parole. They're not going to let him, in his case, be able to do those things. So he won't be. I he's not going to be on YouTube again. And if you wanted to use Facebook, they don't allow you to use it. You can't even go on their platform unless you are completely off probation and out of the system. So that's the way that cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? But yeah, he can't afford a lawyer, and a lawyer couldn't really do anything for him. He's screwed. Phil, he's totally screwed, man. He's going to go to prison now. He's a freaking idiot. He's a Nimrod. I don't know how else to put it. But what an idiot. You know, he had a good... I would love to have all of his people from his channel come over to my YouTube channel. I'd love that. I would love to get all his traffic. But I don't know. I don't think his fans got to realize one thing. They're not gonna see him back on YouTube. He said he quit YouTube. He didn't really quit. He didn't quit YouTube at all. But the system will make him not be able to use it. That's what they're gonna do. He got tattoos. They're gonna take a picture of all of his tattoos, so they know what tattoos he has. They're gonna do that if they haven't already. He put that new tattoo on his hand. You know what, tattoos are cool, but when you're in a system like that, it makes it easy for people to find you. Dubs, license is suspended too. And they took his car. Remember that car, whatever, that van thing he could sleep in? The cops in Arizona, when you get busted like that, they take your car, man. They put it in impound for at least 30 days. And then 30 days, you know how much money that is. He can't come up with that money. No freaking way. So how's it going? 07 AZ 123. I'm just talking about D-dubs here tonight. You know, I met the guy and I had lunch with him, and he never touched alcohol when I was around him. Never did, because he had to ride the scooter. He couldn't take a chance like that. So. You know, I think he drank a root beer or something when I was with him, but not because he wanted to, it's just because he had to do it, you know. He couldn't drink alcohol because he had to drive that scooter. And if he gets pulled over by cops, you know what happens. He knows what he's up against. You know, but the thing is, he's got to deal with this shit, you know what I mean? So he's got to do the time, and he don't want to. But if he runs, they're going to get him. Just a matter of time before they catch him. He's an idiot for what he's doing. I mean, I tell him straight to his face, he's a freaking idiot. You're dumb. Do your freaking time. Stay in jail. Do your time. He keeps running from responsibility. Yeah, you know what else he's got to do, Phil? He's got to register everywhere he goes. If you stay in a place for more, let's say 70, I think the law is 72 hours. And if you're in each state, you get, or county or whatever, you got if you're going to stay there you're going to stay up to 3 days, you got to register. Yeah. So he's going to have to register. Not his car, but him. He's a very, very marked man right now, to say the least. Yeah. In California, what do you mean Cali, Phil? What do you mean by that? You think he's in Cali? I think the best thing he could do is probably go to Mexico. You can't stay in the United States. It just doesn't work, you know. He'd go to Mexico, but they'll get him there too. You know, they got agents that they'll go over there. There's bounty hunters. They'll go looking for him. Because they do anyway, because he bailed out on the bail. He failed. Canada, they don't want felons there. He definitely won't work. It definitely will not fly in Canada. Mexico's his only hope to freaking make a run at what he's running from. He just needs to stop running, man, and face his fucking shit. Excuse my language. He needs to face his crap, you know. And, he's pretending. You know what I mean? Because he's a big star. He's a big everything on YouTube, right? He's got one of the biggest YouTube channels of all time. I mean, they make puppets of him. You know, even the Vlogger puppets made a puppet of him sitting in jail. You can see where they made the little jail bars or whatever. You know, so they did that, but. Me, of course, I don't care about puppets. Who freaking gives a rat's? You know who gave up their puppets is Blind Views. Blind Views, you don't see that damn puppet sitting in his room anymore because he knows it's stupid. It was a fun thing while the time lasted, but he got rid of it. Camo Dave's, look at him. What a mess he is. Thinks he can. He only covers channels that he feels is good for him. That's going to help his views, right? So he's got to keep with channels that pump out a lot of views. He did talk about dubs, though. Camo Dave, he thought Camo Dave falls up on everything. He's about as nosy as it gets, Mr. Camo Dave. Yeah, he watches He made a comment under a couple of my videos. He said the videos were lousy, whatever. He said that's why he don't watch me anymore because my videos are so terrible. He's terrible. I told him, I said, look at you. You're a mama's boy. You've always been a mama's boy. Let's face it, Mr. Camo Dave. Yeah, he covered. I remember when I first went to the RTR back in 2018, he covered me. I was like a new channel. He liked to, if he saw a new channel pop up, he'd check it out. And if he didn't like it, he'd just dump you, Yeah, he dumped me after about 2 years, he dumped me, And then I called in, I think I called in and he goes, oh, celebrity. I told him, I'm no celebrity. Get out of here, man. I'm nothing on YouTube. I'm just a regular guy. I use YouTube as a release. It's like medication for me. You know what I mean? And that's what I use it for. But yeah, it's. See, I got my issues here. You can just see. Look at that big gap in my leg there. You can see that. I lost all my muscle mass in there, and that's what hurts me for walking. I mean, I need these because I got drop foot. Yeah, I definitely can't drive with these feet for sure. And I found out the hard way by trying to do it, and I almost slammed into somebody, but luckily I didn't. And but anyway, I got hand controls for like $100 off of. Trying to think what I got those on. I think it was eBay. That's where I bought those from. Found them on eBay, and they worked. They work, but you just got to keep making sure that they don't loosen up, on you. But they work. They do their job as good as they can do for you. But I can't hold a camera and try to do the hand controls. I tried to do that yesterday. It didn't work out so well. But I was on a bumpy road. I was trying to find my property, guys, and I couldn't find it. I talked to the treasurer of Coconino County, and the lady was very nice. She couldn't even locate it properly, and she couldn't tell me how to get into the property right. I mean, I've seen there's a video of it somewhere, but I can't pull it up. So, but and I got a shipping container that I bought, so I'm trying to get that on the land, at least get that in there so I can clear up, all my stuff and store it, and clear my storage shed in Phoenix and be done with Phoenix. Be done with Maricopa County, period, man. It's just, I don't want to go back. I mean, look at this week, they're facing almost 120 degrees down in Phoenix. All my friends still live there, and I lived there for 53 freaking years, in Maricopa County. Now I'm up here in Coconino County. I was trying to find my land, but I couldn't find it. So I gotta find somebody that can help me, locate that property. The lady told me it's behind a ranch. If you look at this mountainside on a picture, that's kind of a guideline for me. I mean, but I saw it and I got down that road, but it was a T, and it ended right there. I couldn't figure out, well, how the hell do I get in there? Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to probably go in the. I'm gonna be in Flagstaff tomorrow, so I'll go to Coconino County. I don't know if they'll let me go in there and get any paperwork. I don't know. There's a place you could go online to pull up your property, and I try to find out how much my property taxes are. With nothing on the land, it's only $93 a year, which is nothing, But if I put a mobile home, which is what I'm going to do on that property, then I'll pay probably $400 a year. Maybe I'm going to say $200. Not 93, but a couple $100. Put a mobile on that property, and I got to get a hold of the people that donated one to me. And I have to pay to ship it. But then it's got to be permitted before it goes on the property with Coconino County. And in addition to all that, they have all the people that can take out trees and, do all the things I have to do. I'm going to let them take care of that as soon as I know more information. I couldn't find it. Yeah, it's in there, guy. It's under a different platform. You can't just put somebody's name. I got the deed, my friend. I don't have it on me. It's in the RV. There's no way I'm gonna. Where I put it, I'd have to bend down and almost be on the ground and try to get back up. I couldn't do it, so I'm just gonna. Doesn't matter. I go to the county. I could go to. Where they get the deeds, I could get a copy, no problem. So I ain't worried about that. No, I own I own the property. It's definitely my property. I'm telling you, I know for a fact. I checked it on the name on the people I bought it from, with county records. The property. If you look under 13, I don't want to give out my address. Because then I'm doxing myself. I don't want to dox myself. And, but you know what? You go out there and try to go on that road and find it? No freaking way. I'm in a hotel because I wanted to take it easy. I wanted to watch some cable TV. I got my RV right there. See, it's right next to my room. I can keep an eye on it, So. Then legal description will have the exact coordinates. So, yeah, I thought I had it. I thought I was on the. I was on the right road. I know I was. Do they have room service? Yes, yeah, they have room service here. I mean, I can't get food in here, no. If it regards to food and stuff, no. But I can go in the restaurant, and I'm going to do that in the next. Because they close at 10, so. I'm going to probably go in there and get a burger. Get a burger and a salad or something like that. I had a beer, a couple beers. They gave me these little samplers I had on video. The sampler, they were actually, every one of those beers were good. I mean, I could have picked any. I thought the second one was a little bit better tasting than the other ones, just slightly. Order DoorDash. D-Dub may deliver it. That's funny. You know what? No, he can't. He's got a label. He's a registered sex offender. They won't let sex offenders do that. They won't let. Matter of fact, there was not very many jobs he could do with that label. He could be like a cook. Let's see what could he do with. Let's see. I'm trying to think. He could do car washing. He could definitely wash cars. Shoot, he could wash my RV. I'll pay him if he does a good detailed job. But I need that storage shed on my property, guy. That's what I'm trying to do. I was gonna try to do it. I was gonna try to get it done tomorrow, man. But I had to back off on it. Now I gotta figure out. I gotta find that property. I gotta find somebody to guide me to the exact coordinates of that property. Yeah. The exact that's the way I'm gonna get to that land. I'm just telling you that the roads in there are a bitch. Man, they are. That one property I was next to that wasn't. I'm glad it wasn't mine, but I thought it was. It was had big boulders going all the way across. I'm like, man, what a freaking mess that is. Dude, you need a tiny house. Line camper van cabin. I'm getting a mobile home. Whiplash. It's already donated to me. So yeah, I just have to pay to deliver it. I'm gonna have them do everything. I'm gonna have them deliver it, fix it, put all the plumbing in. I'm gonna have them do all that stuff, and then they're gonna permit it with the county up here, and it'll be good. How big is it? It's 14 by 56. 14 by 56. That's a pretty good size. You could times that out. I'm not sure what the square footage is. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. What it is. 2 bedrooms. That's cool. An extra bedroom. I can put my camping gear in there. Keep all my valuables in there, But, yeah. It was donated, yeah. Donated from a company called Best Buy Homes. They get these used mobile homes that people trade in. They trade them in to get a new one. So they said no, they're they need some work done to them, and that's cool. I'll get somebody. I told them get me somebody with them to do all the work, whatever it needs. And we'll get it done so that when I move in, everything's completely done. I got to get with the electricity company, APS, because I got electric on my property. So that electric can now connect to the mobile home, which is cool. But I also got solar. But I bought. Hey Phil, you guys in here, I bought a. I'll tell you what I got. Let's see. When are you going to unblock? I told I told what's his name, Straight Jacket 85. He's the one that does that Whiplash, and he said he tried. He said he don't find anything that where you're blocked in there. He said that. So you know what I mean? He's telling me the truth. Believe me, I know. Todd don't lie. Straight Jacket 85. He don't lie. He's straight up honest as it gets. I've known him for many years. He's a great guitar player, playing in a couple bands. And whenever this virus thing goes away, which I don't know. I don't think it's ever going away. But that's just my opinion. It's not on YouTube. It's on Google. I gotta figure. He tried. If you guys can figure out how I can unblock it, Whiplash, I'd do it. Come to my hotel room, man. Yeah, come to my hotel room and you could punch it on my phone and get it unblocked. I tried doing it myself. I couldn't get it to work. So I don't know. I do what I can do. I'm not a pro like some of these YouTube channels like Aja, she could film and Eric Nomadic Fanatic. He's probably the best camera guy that does camera work on YouTube that I can find. There might be some better ones out there, that are professional, but they're not necessarily on YouTube. Let's see, could I? No, that ain't gonna work. I got another bed over here though. I'm not gonna have nobody except a woman on top of me, Sorry to say, but you know, then again, if I look at all the women I've met, they've all been garbage. You know, every single last one of them have. So I'm best off just being by myself, and I'm making it. I've done it for the last 3 years. I've been out of my RV for the last going on 4 years now. Living out of the RV, man. It's just freaking, isn't that crazy? Think of it. Think of all the money I saved. But I'm going to go back to Flagstaff. I'm going to go back. I got an address that I put in Flag. And I could get my mail there, get all my stuff done there. But yeah, I'm running my YouTube channel. Channel's doing okay. Let's see. We could order pizza. Yeah, you can order pizza. You can do that. Where you guys? I don't know where you guys are. I'm in Timbuk 3. I'm in Williams, Arizona. That's where I'm at. It's where I'm going to make my home. Eventually. Eventually, it's going to be that way. But it's looking kind of shabby right now. That storage shed thing was a big deal for me, and I paid for that thing 100%. And God, they water. Actually, they can hear the train. Hear the train? That's the train that goes to Grand Canyon. You pick it up right from here, right here in Williams. I used to know somebody that was living up here that used to work for that train. I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to call them and say, hey, is Tim? Is not Tim Wren, but his name was Tim Jennings. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to see if Tim Jennings. He used to ride a motorcycle, like one of those enduro bikes, but it was legal on the street. And I'm thinking he had a camper van and he gave that up for that motorcycle. I'm like, dude, you know what you're going to be in for here? Man, there's freaking 72 inches on average of snow in here, man. Yeah, a lot of snow. But where I'm at, on my property, I don't think I'm going to get much snow there. Just looking at the trees on the property are where I think my land is. The trees are really dry around there. I mean, you definitely don't want to have any kind of fire for sure, just because it'd be like lighting matchsticks, I tell you. But let's see, what was cool, Phil? What those were cool. I'm trying to think what was cool. That's all. Pizza. They got good food in the restaurant here. Oh, the bike. The motorbike. Yeah, Tim had a cool bike, and it was an enduro. I had an enduro too. He actually sold me an enduro, and he couldn't get it to work because it needed a new head on it, and I kept ordering the wrong head for it. And turns out it was an 85 bike, but it had an 84 head. So the 84 head was different than 85. So when I got the 84 head, it was perfect. And I got that bike to run until I wiped out on it. And then I killed the bike. So yeah, it's like I hurt my shoulder. Oh man, shoulder's still messed up from that freaking motorcycle crash. I crashed it going 65 miles an hour, man. Freaking laid down on the pavement. Thank God I had a leather jacket and leather boots. Those boots saved my ass. And then I had these leather things that went down my legs. Had those on there too. And that tore up, and I did eat up some of my skin a little bit, but at least, boy, I'll tell you what, if I didn't have that stuff, I had a helmet too. I was prepared to, but what happened was I hit a oil patch in the road, and I slid a little bit, and I tried to straighten it out. I almost got it straightened out, almost. But then it just went, wow. I went right down to my left side, crunched on my shoulder. And then a big 4x4 was right behind me. He barely missed me, man. He put on the brakes and swerved to the right and missed me by, I guess he said probably like by a foot, whatever. It's close. Too close to call, really. But it was what it was, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's pretty messed up, but yeah, no more motorcycles for me. Yeah, boy. Lucky, yeah. But now look at me. I'm more messed up now than I ever been. With I took I took my insulin, so I got that in here, and I took my pills. Let's see, where are my pills? If I can get them. Here's my pills right here. Some of them. Gabapen, 300 milligrams. Yep. No refills. I get about one of these every month. I only take them when I need to. If my feet are hurting real bad, then I'll take these. I already took 2 today, so I'll take 1 before I go to sleep. When I wake up in the morning, I can, I can get around, and I got my heart medication here too, from my triple bypass that I had in 2016. So, but anyway, let's see, Davy, those are nothing. I take 6 of those a day. Really? What milligrams are they? Just wondering. These are 300 mil, but if you overdo it, they say it kills your kidneys. So you gotta be careful with your kidneys too. 300, I got 300 too. So I was taking 400, but they were claiming that it was hurting my kidneys, so we dropped it down to 3. Like I said, I only take them when I have extreme pain in my feet. Then I take it. But until then, I don't, I only take it when necessary, and only when necessary. But, yeah. So all this stuff, I was just thinking today, with D-Dum, Mr. D-Dum, he used to be D-Dum. I made up the name B-Bubs. I was one that came up with that name, and then, I came up with Hosey, and, what's his name? Elvis Travels was obviously watching in on my channel. He didn't come in. He just was hanging there, and he got those names. He got Hosey and B Bubs. I I can't. It's funny. Now everybody is using my names that I called D-Dub. Oh, I guess I can't. I guess. Am I off now, guys? Did the stream die? Because yeah, I guess it's Streamlabs is telling me they pulled the plug on me here. I don't know if they have. Can you guys tell me if it's still going? Can you give me a yes or no? Any of you guys? It says, one thing, I can look at the amount of 6 people and see if it drops or if it just stays. 69, so it's still running. Okay. So Streamlabs didn't dump my my YouTube stream, huh? That's cool. That works. But Mr. D-Dums, dropping his court date, not going. Stupid move. The system will get you every time. Especially with his crime. With his crime, he doesn't understand. They had somewhere, some point in time, somebody had to tell him that he's supposed to register everywhere he goes. If he's going to be in a place for 3 days and above, he's got to register at the sheriff's department. It's a law. If you don't do it, they'll get you. Yeah, how they get you is they pull you over for something, which D-Dubs got pulled over, and at that point, I don't know. He's lucky they didn't take him into jail, but they took his car, his van or whatever, the van that he had, where he could sleep in. That was driver. He was good friends with what's that guy's name? Who was he friends with? Whiplash. He was friends with that black guy. I'm trying to think what his name is. He's huge on YouTube too. You don't see him doing much. I got to look up his name and to see if you guys could come up with it. Yeah, I don't watch him either. No, I don't check him out. No, sure. But I know one thing. I gotta get the coordinates of my property because I have to find it. I know it's further south than where I was, but the thing is, I could not find a road to get further south. And believe me, I tried. There must be an easement road off of somebody's ranch road. There's like 2 big ranches out there, right by my place. Huge ranches, man. Big old freaking barns. They got cattle and they got freaking horse. They got everything, man. They got every kind of animal you can think of, except for bears, probably, and wolves or whatever. But yeah, once I get the coordinates, I think it might guide me through somebody's. There's got to be an easement road. There's an easement through my property. It's called Bowdar. There's actually 2 Bowdars. And I know where the one is because I think I was on it. But I don't know. It is what it is. I'm going to have to figure it out, though. I got to go back to Flagstaff tomorrow. Back to Flagstaff. Let's see, what did the lady at the county say today? What she said was I need to go to I forget what I wrote it in Notepad. So basically what I got to do is get the coordinates for the property, and then the coordinates should guide me in there. But I took the right road. I'm pretty sure I did, but I ran into a T, and I went to the left. I ran into a ranch. There was a dead end. I went to the right. There's another ranch over there, and that was another dead end. I couldn't go any further past there. So there was some young kid that was riding a quad around there. I should have stopped him and asked him, "Hey, where's this road that gets?" I see the mountain in the background, one of the pictures where my property is, and I'm very close to that mountainside. It's like a real small mountainside, and that's where my property is. It's like right there, but there's a gate, there's a fence, and I've seen the pictures of the fence, and it looks like a pretty good road in there. But I'll be damned if I can find it. But with the going to coordinates, I think I can find it. But I got to get the coordinates on my. I can't. I'm not going to dox my property. But man, somebody tries to find it. Even if I did dox myself, there's no way they'd find it. No way. Not a chance in hell, man. But I'm gonna have to. I gotta go get something to eat, man. I'll be back on tonight. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna try to come on about 9:30ish. I'm gonna say 9, and come on then. Of course, then if I do that, I won't be watching any TV. That's for sure. So, yeah, the lady said go to this government site, and she goes, you could. There's a place. I went where she told me to go, but I couldn't see what to click on to get to the maps. There's a better map system for that area, but I'll be damned if I can find it in there. But there was another road that I thought, right, because I go on the road 736. Let's see, GIS. That's it. GIS mapping system. Yeah, that's what she told me. The lady at the county told me that. But I couldn't figure out how to get into that from the government site. That's the problem. There's supposed to be some kind of icon to click. I'm not I'm not sure which one it is. I guess I can click on everything until I finally get to this. I guess I'm about to just do a lookup on it. GIS mapping system. See if I can get. Bet you there's an app for it. It's got to be, right? 007? Got to be a map for it. If I get that app and I can just click on that, put the address in there, and then boom. But I ain't doing it this week. I'm going to have to figure out another week. I got doctor's appointments too, man. I got a doctor's appointment Monday, like 10:30 in the morning. Dog lips, what's going on? Hot kneecaps, huh? Yeah. Lost a lot of weight because of I lost 60 pounds, and losing 60 pounds, I don't need high blood pressure pills anymore. I don't even. If I take a high blood pressure pill, I'm freaking. It's killing me, you know. See why the motel? Why the motel? Because I wanted to sleep on a regular bed, stretch out, you know, have a nice bathroom, you know, where I don't have to freaking stumble over something, you know. And it's just you know, just to make it easier on me. That's all, for a couple days. The price was good, $50 a night, or actually 48 plus tax. Of course, the tax is big because of, you know, I remember when the Cardinal Stadium got built, that they put a tax on hotels, and that's how they pay for that stadium. So, and I guess it works. I guess it does the job. So what? So I was just thinking, I got to check out that I got to remember GIS mapping system. I got to remember that. I got to type that in somehow, some way. GIS mapping system. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to get to my property. Yeah, I got that shipping container, man. I need that thing on that property. And I know there's got to be a good opening for that thing to go in there without having to take out trees and stuff, man. I was thinking the southwestern portion of the property, or it'd be like southeastern port. Well, it could be southwest or right in the middle between southeast, right smack. So basically, I have 10 acres and it's 660 times 4. So if you split it, then it's 330. So you run 330, put it in the middle, and there you go. Then you just prop that thing, and you put it about 40 feet in, and then 40 feet from the other side to make sure that you're not on top of the easement, because that's the rule of thumb to put buildings and whatever. You got to be at least. A lot of people don't know that. You got to put about. I think the easement law or rule is 30 feet, but I'm just gonna go 40. I gotta get a tape measure, a big one, you know, one that goes 25 feet, and just go 25 and 25, 50, and then go back 10, and then boom, I'm right where I need to be. Yeah, so what's good? What else? I was talking about B-Bubs. Bibbidi Bubs. Talking about him. He skipped his court date. That's a good thing to do when you're wanted. Skip it. You know, just for that reason, a lot of times when you try to put up bail, they won't let you put the bail up because you're a risk to run. You're a flight risk. So a lot of times they won't let you bail the person out, you know. But somehow they let him bail on this one. Don't ask me why they did that. To me, it would make. I'm not so sure that he was actually arrested, you know. But maybe he was. Until somebody comes up with some evidence. Nobody knows Jack Diddley. Because I don't know his real name. I don't know if you guys know his real name, Mr. B-Bubs. Or D-Dubs. As most people call him, D-Dum. Or D-Drunks. Depends on who you're talking to. The Bergs calls him D-Drunks. That's what he calls them. Bergs went. Bergs really ranted on him and Hosey big time. Big time. Yeah, Williams, Arizona. It's all right. It's okay. Not a big fan of this is a tourist trap in here. See, we're on my property's 13, almost 14 miles north of this place. So I'm rural. I'm in a rural part of Williams. I'm right, not that far away from Dinosaurus Park. You know, the old. They're gonna rip it out. I guess after this summer, they're ripping it out. The old Flintstone Park. There won't be no more. That'll be the end of the Flintstones. So that's kind of sad, I always liked that cartoon. It's a good cartoon. Yeah, who else? I'm trying to think of others. I liked a few cartoons. I didn't like a lot of them. Most of them I just don't want to watch. So not that big of a deal. See what I got here. I got 3 people in here. 3 personas, the key. Yeah, 3 people in here. Let's see. I don't usually do motels, me, personally. I'll do a motel like once in a blue moon. I'd say once a year at best. So I did 2 nights here. The price was right, so I wasn't impressed with the girl that was up at the register this morning. She could have called the cops on me, and I said, "You gonna call the cops on me? Don't call the cops on me. I mean, look at myself here. I'm all handicapped, and don't do that, man. It's not cool to call cops on people, right? Well, you're being mean and vicious." I said, "No, I want my debit card back. If you lost your debit card, you'd want it back too." So there you go, Miss. I had to really bite my tongue and just get out. She told me to get out. She was going to call the cops, so I got out. And she could have still called the cops on me, but I never seen a cop come. So obviously she didn't do that. Thank God, because it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, what are they going to do? I just tell them, hey, they stole my freaking card. They're holding my card. This is the second time this has happened to me. It happened in Jerome. The freaking bartender kept my damn card. I called the cops. Cops came out, and I said, I'm on the phone with the bank officer. Here, check it out. I'll put it on speaker. Put it on speaker, and the cop tells the girl, give him his card back. It's his card. They read the numbers off of it, and it matches that card number that you just ran off here just a minute ago. And she goes, I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to give him his card. So then, okay. So, all right. So I cancel that card, go to the bank and get another card. What a pain in the butt. I just got that card. It had the chip. It was perfect. And this bitch had to keep my card. Yeah, couldn't believe it. But had to believe it because that's what she did, Freaking killed me on that. But, okay, guys, I think it's time for me to break and go get something to eat, man. Yeah, I ain't cooking nothing in here. But who knows what... I'm just kind of waiting to see if Mr. B-Bubs, actually goes on YouTube. And that might not be such a good idea for him. You know why? If he uses his phone and he's running, the system, the cops can catch him that way because they got the with the GPS thing on. I guess you can put the locator off, but they still get you. If you go on a channel like YouTube or Facebook or I'm trying to think of the other one, Periscope, whatever, they'll get you. They get your IP and they'll find you in a second. Our cop system's pretty freaking smart. tell you. They'll get you no matter what. So, if he were smart, he'd just go bite his tongue and go do his time. And but he knows he'll be under major restrictions. That's why he doesn't do it. But that's because That's because people call him D-Dumb for a reason. Mr. YouTube star. But I'd love to take all of his people from his channel, come into mine. I certainly would love that. I'm not like Mr. Dubs. I don't get a big bottle of whatever and start getting trashed. I mean, that's just not what I do. But Bubs, he'd love to get trashed while he was doing a live feed on this YouTube channel. He'd love to do that, but he can't do it now, guys. He's pretty much fixed. They got his number, man. Just a matter of time. They're gonna get him again, and this time when he goes to court, there ain't gonna be no bail. When they get him the next time, his bail will be finished. Rosie O'Kelly could lose her freaking house over putting up the bail for him. That was a stupid thing she did, or he did, because she is still a he. She was born a man, so you could never change that. In other words, Rosie O'Kelly can't have a baby, okay? Doesn't have the same plumbing that a female has. So, in other words, Miss O'Kelly doesn't bleed every month, you know what I mean? She doesn't have a period. That funny? But crazier things have happened, believe me. But yeah, I think it's time I get out of here, and I'll be on tonight though. I'm definitely coming on tonight, probably like I said, 9ish. 9:30. Right smack in the middle. It just depends when I finally click on if it'll let me in. Sometimes it don't. If it don't, then I'll get it the next time, next day or whatever. Or I'll just reboot the phone and see if it comes on that way too. So either way, it works. One way, shape, or form. But I gotta remember 007 or AZ123s. I gotta remember that GIS mapping system. Must remember that. GIS. Gotta embed that in my brain. And I guess I'll put it in Notepad after I'm done. That way I can't forget it. Yep. So anyway, guys, we're gonna call the video here. Thank all you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. You guys are great. And till the next Davy live stream video, we are going to say goodbye from right here, right now in Williams, Arizona. Right here, right now. You can't prevent Kevin Lively to do that. He gets his finger and goes, right here, right now in Williams, Arizona. I don't know if he ever came to Williams. I don't believe he did. I might be wrong, but I don't believe he really did. He went into Prescott a little bit, but he didn't really cover all the stuff that I covered when I went in there. But I like to go back in there. I want to go do some ghost hunting on what's her name? Doc Holliday's former hot chick that he was with. She was actually a hooker. She was running a brothel, and Doc Holliday picked up on the lady that ran it. And they hit it off. What's this? Blue Van Dam says our neighborhood has changed. Well, think about it. They're taking ways away from people to be able to camp out of your RV, or they're making it so you can't live out of your RV. That's the big reason I bought my property up here. Requested invalid authentication, whatever. API code, I'm killed. They got me off. Okay, guys, we're going to close it. I'll see you guys tonight. Have a great day. Let me go ahead and sign out here. Okay, guys, we're signing out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. But I thought I'd do it anyway. Okay, guys, we're out. We'll see you tonight. Let's see if I can do this.